Okay, here I am again for chapter 8. Let's continue. I hope my voice can be heard properly right now, not like the other stream.
House Wolfford prevails against General Avlora's army and drives them out of Glenbrook.
Okay, by the way, this is a new adventure for me. I don't know what's gonna happen because the demo is only until chapter 7. So I think this is the route that will change for everyone. Okay.
Though victorious, Roland sobs quietly, saddened by the sacrifices made in his name. Glenbrook is powerless, but knows they must keep the royal bloodline alive. Thus, the conspiracies and power struggles around the noble blood in Roland's veins continue to stain the land crimson.
Chapter 8, Part 1, The Weather Vane. Part 1? Okay. I have side characters again, and Hierophant's Palace. Okay, let's see what's in Hyzant. The 77 convene at the Hierophant's Palace, where their individual motives start to come to light. Okay. So they have internal issues as well, I guess, because there are 7 of them. It's only 6.
So it appears the Duchy intends to capture Glenbrook. But Prince Roland slipped from their grasp and fled to Wolfford.
The ink on the treaty is barely dried, and they're already declaring war.
And what's more, there's a price on Prince Roland's head. It has spurred the masses into movement.
They will bear their fangs at us in time. We cannot leave them to their own devices.
Okay, this is new. Kamsel Farant. Ooh, he's a Minister of Domestic Affairs. The 77's Minister of Domestic Affairs. He manages all matters related to the nation's public order. Oh, they're like the army or the police. Okay.
I see this as a wonderful opportunity. We can make it clear how we stand after the Salt Iron War.
Aye. And I much prefer to extinguish embers than a raging inferno.
It sounds like you intend to start a war.
Yeah.
Calm yourselves. There is no need to get so worked up over this.
Okay, this is another one. I think it's Idor the Mira, one of the 77, and the only one permitted to hear the voice of the Hierophant. So you're technically the leader of Hyzant.
It is true that this grave matter may one day affect Hyzant. But it is in times like these that we must trust the Hierophant's words more than ever.
Oh, so the 7th is the Hierophant, and the other one doesn't talk. Okay. Let's see other character stories. Oh, it's Benedict. While working on the river bank, Arador recounts tales from his and Benedict's youth. Story about Benedict.
Once we have stacked those sandbags, we should be well fortified against even the fiercest deluge.
Deluge.
Leave it to me. This old wolf has some vim in him yet.
Oh, there's sandbags.
Phew. Haven't used some of those muscles since before I can remember.
I must say, when I saw the enormity of the task before us, I did not think we would finish in mere bells. I had braced myself for a full day of labor, at the very least.
Thank Benedict for that. We'd still be searching for weaknesses in our perimeter had he not been guiding us.
Indeed, but let us not understate Eridor's feats of strength.
Come now, Eridor. How many times must I tell you to be delicate with the sandbags? We only have so many at hand.
I hear you, I hear you. I'll treat him as delicately as my lady love, in the absence of one.
Now is not the time for jests, Eridor.
If you don't want me complaining and you don't want me jesting, then I guess I'll just shut my mouth.
To hear them trading barbs like children, you would never think they work so well together.
Wisdom and strength. Two pillars that keep House Wolfort standing strong.
See.
Wisdom, eh? He wasn't always that way. Took him plenty of failing to get where he is now.
I find that difficult to believe.
Is there something you wish to share with us, Eridor?
Might be. Maybe you've forgotten the folly of 20 years past, but my mind is a steel trap.
Okay, what happened 20 years past?
And what's our task for today?
A young Erador. He was a soldier of the Salt Iron War, fighting under Simon's command.
We are to deliver this message to Lady Destra with all haste.
Oh, Benedict is looking different. A young Benedict. He was a soldier of Salt Iron War, fighting under Simon's command.
Seems simple enough. Send a bird.
I forgot to see. Oh, Erador looks like Gustav. Is it Gustav? Gaston. Looks like Gaston.
I would not trust a bird in this rain. A horse would be more reliable, and swifter besides.
Is that so? I respectfully disagree, my friend. Either way, I'm not going to be the one nursing you back to health if you catch the chills.
Shall we make it a wager, then? Send a bird, and we shall see who reaches Lady Destra first. You had best hurry.
They are like rivals.
What? Benedict. Off he goes. Well then, where are those damned hawks? As I recall, Benedict arrived at around the same time as the hawk. If it were a sunny day, he might have won.
Ah, the folly of youth. Many of our best days were spent in Lord Simon's service. We made many such wagers, in an attempt to get into Lord Simon and Lady Destra's good graces.
I remember when...
I believe we have had enough reminiscing for one day, Erador.
Don't be such a harsh taskmaster, Benedict. Where's the harm in a story?
Ask me that again when the floodwaters break through our meager fortifications. There is much to do and little time to do it. Wouldn't you agree, Anna?
Me?
Old friends or old enemies? Sometimes it is hard to tell with those two.
Whatever the case, our work's done for the day. And there's nothing like a hard drink after hard labor. You two care to join me?
I would love to. Please, regale me with more tales of your youth.
I see no harm in one drink.
Let's be off then.
How about Benedict?
Shall we invite Benedict along?
You'd only be wasting your breath.
Now that you mention it, I do not believe I have ever seen you two sharing drinks.
Spirits cloud the mind, so I rarely drink.
Ah,
When I
that's
do
true.
partake, however, I prefer to do so in quiet. I fear Eridor would only spoil that.
They're like frenemies. Okay, so Arnaud's conviction has been strengthened. Next, Frederica. So this chapter is more of like side stories. I don't know if something will happen if I don't watch them. But let me watch them. Okay?
Lord Serenoa never ceases to amaze me. Despite all the hours he dedicates to his duties, he looks none the worse for wear.
Even so, I am certain it takes its toll on him.
Okay, do they have different
He wants to set an example for his
profile?
people and those who serve him, and wishes not to worry them over his condition. Excuse me, Serenoa, but is there anything I could do to help?
Frederica, my apologies for the delay.
Okay, Zerno is not the Lord, so I don't know if his profile will change. Yeah, the only son of Simon, a legendary warrior who has fallen ill. He is now the Lord of House Wolford. Okay, so
The
profiles
citizen's petition will
changes.
require a bit more time, so why don't you and Gila return home ahead of me?
I see, if you insist. But please do not push yourself too hard, Serenoa.
I shan't. Thank you, Frederica.
Of course.
Okay, Frederica just wants
Is
to help.
something the matter? It's rare of you to sigh like that.
Did I? Oh my.
It looks like something's troubling you. If you wish to talk about it, I am happy to lend an ear.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sometimes wonder if I can go on like this.
Are things not going well with Lord Serenoa?
No! Serenoa is as kind and gentle as ever. It is my own self I have doubts about. I cannot help but wonder if I am truly of any use to him.
Since Lord Serenoa is always working so hard, why not give him a tonic to boost his vitality? I purchased one from a merchant not long ago. It should chase all his fatigue away.
A good idea to be sure, but the fact remains it is not me myself that is serving him.
Then how about preparing a meal for him? Something nutritious to fill him with vim and vigor.
Me? Cook?
Yes. I'm certain he would be delighted by anything that you make.
But I've never cooked before. I doubt anything I make would suffice.
You won't know until you try. Besides, what matters isn't the result, but the feeling behind it.
Ooh, those are nice words.
Use this cookbook. I'm sure you will find a recipe or two to your liking.
Thank you, Gila. Now then, which of these would Serenoa enjoy?
Okay, that's it. Wasn't able to see what food is that. Okay, next Eridor. Eridor relaxes at the encampment when Yuet comes to him with a question.
Seems as if the troubles never cease. I'd kill for a drop of ale.
I take it you and Benedict have seen your share of trouble. You have both served House Wolfort for many years, yes?
Aye. We both served Lord Simon since we were green between the ears. Through the good times and the bad. To see him now, you wouldn't believe the stories of what we got up to in our tender years. Even then, though, he was always the schemer. Always drawing me into his fanciful plots.
Has so much changed since then?
I don't reckon so. In any case, was there something you wanted to ask me?
Okay, just checking the profiles. Okay, it's just the same.
There was. The other day, Benedict posed quite the strange question to me.
Okay, relative new were... okay, it's just the same. And what question would that be? Several days ago.
Where snowbell blossoms bloom?
Indeed. I thought perhaps you had seen trace of the flowers while scouting with Flugy.
Flugy?
I've spotted clusters of them in the deep mountain passes before, but not of late.
Flugy's the hawk, I guess.
So it is as I thought. They have ever been a rare sight, even more so in recent years. I had thought to procure one, but it may be wise to temper my expectations in that regard.
Life always finds a way to flourish. I'm certain Anna and I can find one before long.
I would not have you chasing my idle fancies. You both have more vital duties to attend to.
Of course.
So it's about the flower. What flower is this?
Benedict's looking for a snowbell blossom. What's so peculiar about that?
Nothing, if it were anyone else asking. However, I think you'd agree that Benedict is not the type to go picking flowers on a whim.
Of course.
They say that when a snowbell blooms...
That moment is frozen in time. Aye.
Precisely. You and Benedict both never fail to surprise. But of all flowers, why the snowbell? Does he have some lady love I'm unaware of?
I can't speak to that, but I'll tell you one thing, Hewitt. We've all got moments locked away and placed close to our hearts. You, me, even a stubborn-headed mule like Benedict. Like the snowbell, we want him frozen like that forever. And like the snowbell, they're liable to shatter if we let another handle him carelessly.
I understand. I apologize if I was too forward. Let us forget the matter.
No, it isn't you that needs to apologize. I'm always telling Benedict no one likes being lectured.
It was enlightening. I see you and Benedict are true friends.
For lack of a better word, aye. Bring me a draft of ale, and I'll tell you all about our younger days. At least, what I can remember. I recall Benedict wasn't nearly as capable as he is now.
I may have to take you up on that offer.
Do you really reckon snowbells are still blooming somewhere out there?
Perhaps. Though I've not seen them in this region. They may still bloom in the southern reaches.
In other words, a trek and a half from here. Don't give up the search, my friend.
What? Why? What is there? What's with that white bloom? Okay, Hewitt. I think, yeah, almost everyone was event. Okay, you at the narrow door embark on a hunt, and the former reflects on how she came into her position at the princess's side. Okay, backstory of Yuet.
A whole day of hunting, and this is all I have to show for it. Wanted to give Lord Serenoa something meaty for once.
A deer is no easy prey. You are a skilled hunter.
One deer to your 3 boar? It's plain who the better of us is. I don't reckon you let a single one escape. Could be hunting is your true calling.
Perhaps. Before I was knighted, I was keeper of the Hawk's Roost. And besides, I come from a long line of hunters.
That's so. And what drove you to fight men for a living?
Lenbrook put out a call for Hawk Riders, that they might challenge S. Frost's aerial superiority. I answered that call. My training was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but I won a position in the Kingsguard, where I petitioned to serve Prince Roland personally.
Seeing you in action, I'm sure you could have made a fine commander. Yet you stuck by the prince's side.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so this is the backstory. 3 years ago, I think this is
Flugy
before
is
she
yet to
was
return. I hope he isn't in danger.
knighted, or after.
What's this then? A traveler out here all alone, huh? And in sore need of protection by my reckoning. Hand over your coin purse and maybe we can reach an arrangement.
Bandits? Here? How could I be so careless?
I'd advise against running. Ain't nowhere for you to go. Enough!
Oh, Sir Roland protects Shuet.
Are you hurt?
That's why.
I'm fine, thanks to you. Had you not showed up when you did, I could have ended up dead. You have my gratitude.
Is that your hawk? It guided me here.
Wow.
I was in the middle of a hunt, but your bird cried out as if calling to me. Thank heavens I did not loose that arrow. I've never known hawks could be so wise.
His name is Flugy, and he's more than my hawk. He's my closest companion.
The bandits are growing more bold by the day. 'Tis best you returned home.
Wait! I have scarce little to give in the way of coin, but still, there must be something I can do to repay you.
Think nothing of it. It is the royal family's duty to protect our subjects.
The royal... Good heavens. You're Prince Roland. Forgive me, Your Highness.
There's no need for all that stuffy formality. May we meet again soon.
Yes, Your Highness.
That's why she wants to give her life to Roland as her payment.
That was my first meeting with the prince. He saved my life, and for that, I shall be forever in his debt. I could settle for no less than the Kingsguard.
I think Erador is the your only character that will not leave you. So Gila and Federica, Shuet and Roland, Anna and Benedict. Okay, Gila realizes that she shares some surprising similarities with a certain someone. And who might that be? Oh.
Greetings. Were you training outside?
Not today. Even I stay away from the proving grounds on occasion. The members of the Kingsguard must keep themselves in prime fighting shape. That includes resting when our bodies are weary.
A wise policy. The handmaidens of Esfrost adhere to a similar principle. With clear eyes, we see, we serve, we anticipate.
Interesting. Although our tools are different, we're alike in our aims.
Indeed. We must be the pillars our charges turn to in times of need. Even so, we are only human. If I may ask in confidence, do you ever find it trying to serve Prince Roland? Is he ever unreasonable? Have you ever found your patience tested?
No, never. It is an honor to serve, always. It is an odd question to ask, but I must confess I find it hard to imagine what it is like to serve in a society such as Esfrost's.
As do I, although I lived through it. It all feels as if it were so long ago.
You're not one for speaking plain, are you? But I suspect we may have much in common. I'm curious to hear your story, if you are willing to share it.
Okay, she's from Hyzant.
Of course. I made a promise to myself long ago to effect change through my own deeds, not to live as a mere servant.
And what came of that promise?
Hailing from Hyzant, at first I endeavored to learn at the ministry, that I might use the knowledge gained there to help others. But they guard their secrets fiercely, and maintain strict control over what fields their students can pursue. As much as it pained me to leave my home, I could not suffer such stifling rules, and so set forth to Esfrost. I took quickly to learning at the archives, where independent study is encouraged. I spent days in the stacks, soaking up as much knowledge as I could, when one day...
One day you saw Frederica? Oh, who's this?
You are the one called Gila, yes?
Oh, there's no profile.
Yes, my lord.
Researcher from Hyzant. Okay, this is when she's a frosty researcher. A researcher from Hyzant, wishing for more freedom in her studies. She left her home and found a new one in the frosty archives.
They tell me you're the most talented researcher the archives have ever seen.
I couldn't say that, my lord. Though I do spend more time here than most anyone else.
Admirable modesty. And you aren't frightened of me. Most impressive. I believe we have a suitable role for you. Come with me. The Archduke would have a word.
The Archduke? But...
No harm will come to you, if that is your fear. Now, follow me.
That's it?
Lord Svarog had arranged an audience with the former Archduke of Esfrost, who appointed me as Frederica's personal tutor. She was the former Archduke's daughter, so I took my duty seriously. Yet I could never shake the feeling that I had betrayed my ideals. Perhaps I justified it by telling myself that my teachings could plant the seed for change.
An indirect approach, but an active one nonetheless.
The chance was unexpected, to be sure, but I could not very well deny it. The Archduke's successor, Gustadolf, was a man that paid no heed to birth or blood. He effected a change in people's attitudes, a change which provided fertile ground in which my teachings could take root. Thus, I stayed by Frederica's side. Truth be told, I had not thought to be with her for this long. And yet, here I am. Life is truly a journey of unforeseen destinations.
Okay, so you are with her for maybe a few more years. 4 more. Rudolph. Rudolph speaks of his past. as he walks with Anna. Okay, I like this game because side characters also have stories with other characters. They're not like just spare members.
Please, good sir, toss us a spare coin.
A beggar.
Cast off from the as frosty mine, no doubt. Focus, Rudolph. There is work to be done.
Many thanks, sir. May your good deed be returned tenfold.
Apologies for that, ma'am. On we go.
This war has forced so many into poverty. Everyone looks a bit more downtrodden these days. Is everything all right? You seem miles away.
Just thinking of the past is all.
So you're a beggar before? So have you become smuggler?
You've made your last run, smuggler scum!
Damn it all! Looks like I'm done for.
Oh, there's no profile.
You're under arrest for the illegal transportation and distribution of salt.
Please, you've got to let me go. I beg you. My little brother needs me. He'll die if you don't. He's sick and...
A likely story. What a pity, then, that you chose to betray your country rather than support him through honest means. Throw him in a cell so he can contemplate the consequences of his crimes.
No! Get your hands off me! You gotta let me go!
Okay, so you have a brother. Is that the story?
I got to smuggling salt so I could afford medicine for my brother.
Where's your brother?
We could barely put food on the table, let alone find money for medicine. I know it ain't right, but what choice did I have? He died while I was locked up. I broke my promise to him.
I had no idea.
It's not anything to do with ye, anyhow. Let's get back to work.
That's sad. Well, sometimes you need to do things you don't want because of life's challenges. Okay, Julio and Erodor are out on patrol when they come across a deplorable act in progress.
Please, you can't take our wheat. We just sent food the other day.
Silence! Lord Walford has ordered the requisition of all provisions. You wouldn't dare disobey your lord, would you?
Wow.
Of course not. I just can't believe Lord Walford would command such a thing.
Are you accusing me, a noble woman of Glenbrook, of lying? How dare you, peasant?
What?
Mayhap we should see what the commotion is about.
Mind telling us what's going on?
Well, if it isn't Captain Erodor. Thank you for all that you do to keep these lands safe.
You're one of the lot what recently fled from the Crown City, ain't you?
Oh.
Just so, yes. I came to humbly lend what aid I could to Lord Wolfford and deliver on the provisions I promised.
What is your quarrel with these people? If you could explain the situation, we'd be more than happy to lend what aid we can.
Please, I beg of you, don't take our food. It's all we have.
I've always known Lord Walford to care for his people above all. Why would he do this to us?
Oh, come on. You're done for.
What madness is this? Lord Serenoa has strictly forbidden commandeering food from the common folk. Surely you aren't asking these good people to relinquish their stores to you in his name?
I am simply gathering provisions on Lord Wolfford's behalf, as I promised. Honestly, he should be grateful.
Wow.
Grateful? He'd be red in the face if he saw what you were doing. Ain't no way he ordered it.
On the contrary, you are acting in violation of your lord's decree. We cannot overlook your actions. You will come with us and be jailed. There you will await judgment for your crimes.
Jailed.
What nonsense is this? I am a noblewoman of Glenbrook.
And so?
How dare you try to order me about, you self-important little man? You've no authority over me.
Wow.
Look, I ain't disagreeing. But are you sure we should accost her without seeking Lord Serenoa's counsel first?
We haven't that luxury. The longer she is allowed to roam free, the more the people will suffer, and our Lord's good name be sullied. We must show the people that unethical acts will not go unpunished. Take her away.
No, he's strict.
You will pay for your impudence!
Can't believe there are scoundrels out here using House Wolfort's name for ill gain. You've done us all proud today, Julio.
Julio.
Thank you ever so much, my lord. We'd be facing starvation if you hadn't stepped in.
She really had us fooled. We should have known Lord Wolford is too kind a man to order anything like that.
If you are ever troubled again, please seek me out. I shall ensure that any wrongs committed against you are set right.
Case for honesty. Okay, last two. Ian's shows Sereno a book he borrowed from the archives. What? He still went to the archives?
That tome is an apprentice's resource, if I'm not mistaken. Are you studying ironworking?
Yes, I borrowed it some time ago from the archives in the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I haven't had a chance to return it.
Oh.
What with the state of affairs being as it is.
I see. So he just kept it.
Ian's? I can't remember the last time you privileged us with a visit.
Well, my weapons aren't going to forge themselves. But now that I've a respite from my days of sweat and flame, I thought I'd continue my studies.
You hunger for knowledge the way a fire hungers for kindling.
I'd never have become the blacksmith I am if not for what I gleaned from these tomes. If it takes a lifetime of studying and striving to forge the perfect weapon, then so be it. One day, all will know the name of Ian's, the greatest smithy the realm has ever seen.
Wow.
That is all well and good, but would you mind proclaiming that a little more quietly?
Yes, apologies. In my excitement, I quite forgot I was in a library.
I must say, I can't help but admire your burning ambition.
You sound like Benedict.
But while we're speaking in hushed tones, our army has been anything but quiet as of late. You forge weapons for them, yes? Might you have any insight into the matter?
I wish I did, but I have scant time for the goings-on outside my own small forge. Though, now that you mention it, my orders from the army have increased.
Could it be that they're preparing for war? As if a war could break out on the eve of our three nations' grand new venture.
What it did.
That would be unthinkable.
Yet it happened, so...
Esfrost's sudden attack on Glenbrook confirmed my worst fears. And once the war started, I could forget about returning this book. But I still hope to. One day, when peace has returned to our realm.
I hope you will fight by my side till it does.
Without hesitation, my lord.
Would these people be leaving me at some point? Okay, last. Narv speaks with Chila about her home of Hyzant and his grandfather's place in their history. I thought his grandfather is not that popular.
That should do it. You should be able to use that arm just fine in no time.
Many thanks, lad. You truly are a talented one. My apologies for treating you like an intruder the other day.
Oh,
Think
this is
nothing of
that
it, my good
soldier.
man. If you need anything else, I'm more than happy to help.
Your magic never ceases to amaze. Did you learn everything from your grandfather?
You bet I did. The Archmage Grandante taught me everything I know.
Grandante. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Narv.
Ask away.
I was in Hyzand for a short time, studying at the Ministry. No doubt you know it's considered the greatest authority in this world when it comes to matters arcane. Their library contains everything from records of magically enhanced soldiers to technical tomes and much, much more.
Magically
Their chronicles
enhanced.
on the history of magic, too, were the most
Soldiers.
comprehensive in our realm. And yet, I do not recall seeing even a single mention of a mage named Grandante. One would think the achievements of such a powerful sorcerer would be recorded somewhere. Why are they not?
Those awful Hyzantians. Truly, they have no shame.
Narv?
The chronicles you speak of? In truth, they were written by my grandfather's own hand.
Ooh.
What? But then why is he not credited by name?
He refused to do the research the former Hierophant ordered of him, and was branded a heretic and unbeliever. They erased his name and achievements from the records, and made it like he never existed at all. He was then banished from the city and died in exile, his name all but forgotten. It's all their fault no one knows of the Archmage Grandante.
I had no idea.
These robes I wear were once his. They're the only remaining proof that he once walked this realm.
So you carry his memory with you everywhere you go.
I promised myself I would make the Archmage Grandante's name known around the world. So I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before, until all in the realm know his story. And in the process, I'll become the greatest mage this world has ever seen.
That's the spirit.
Thanks, Gila. Just you watch, Grandfather. I'm going to make you proud.
So Hyzant also has this secret. Okay, I think everything is settled. Continue to the story. Serenoa struggles with the news of his father's collapse, and an unexpected visitor arrives to speak with the new lord. And who are you? Unexpected visitor.
Father, please open your eyes. There is so much I wish to ask you.
Lord Serenoa.
I cannot let Father hear how weak I've become. I must be strong.
Lord Serenoa, Master Benedict, you have a visitor.
Who is it?
Lord Silvio Tellior. He wishes for an audience with Lord Serenoa.
Silvio Tellior.
What business would the Lord of House Tellior have with me? Tell him we will be there shortly.
Yes, sir.
Every day is busier than the last.
We haven't had a moment to catch our breath.
It's war.
You are doing a fine job as head of House Wolfort, Lord Serenoa. Your father would be proud if he could see you now.
I could not do it without you, Benedict. Thank you.
What happened to Lord Simon? Is it coma? Ooh, judgment. Scales of conviction. What branch this would become again?
In short, you wish for the three high houses to join hands and fight the duchy. Is that correct, Lord Silvio?
Indeed. I believe it our duty to fight. Some are frozen in fear, trembling at the mere thought of the duchy's power. I feel that joining the three high houses under a single flag is the only way to unite them. My men ready themselves for war as we speak. Come to Telior, and we can strike at Esros together. Prince Roland will be safe with us, of course.
It's as good a plan as any. You have my thanks for getting the preparations underway.
I wonder if Lord Landroy would agree.
I doubt House Fawkes would refuse a fight. Their devotion to the crown knows no bounds.
But of course, they reaped great rewards from the bountiful land won during the war.
You propose reuniting the three high houses who led the Salt Iron War to its end. It is heartening to know you would once again lend us your strength.
We certainly could use all the help we can get. Though I wish we could resolve matters peacefully.
You speak as though your brother is not at fault for all this.
Ooh.
My bride-to-be bears no blame for the duchy's actions.
My apologies. Forgive me for my outburst. But we haven't much time. I would have your answer now.
Shall we accept Lord Silvio's proposal, my lord?
Fetch the scales, Benedict. We shall decide our path together.
Okay, should we attack? I guess. Lord Silvio made the journey to our domain to offer us an alliance. I would know what the others think on the matter. Okay, Roland, Anna, and Erador accepts Silvio's proposal. How about Frederica, Gila, and Hewitt are against it? And why is that? First time that Benedict is undecided. Okay.
Serenoa.
To say I have no doubts about Lord Silvio would be a lie. Even so, we are in sore need of allies. If the three houses stand together, we may be able to turn the tides of war in our favor. Yes?
Lord Serenoa.
Everyone has their suspicions over Lord Silvio's offer, but I think we can guess his true intentions easily enough. Whatever house Telior's aim might be, I'm certain we can use it to our advantage. The high houses are sworn to protect the crown, yet Lord Silvio couldn't be bothered to leave Telior when the capital was in danger.
Here's what I think.
I can't help but wonder what he's scheming, but if he wants to join forces, I see no reason to refuse him. I'm into accepting Silvio's offer as well.
Yes, sir.
Must be prepared for any who would march against us, but our forces are lacking in both number and supplies. House Telior's motives matter not. We could use even those against them, should the need arise. Okay, they have their vision against Telior, but yeah. Do you truly think allying ourselves with House Telior would stop the spread of the war? It makes me wonder if it would only be pouring oil on the fire. Huh.
What do you need?
I hear that Atelier de Mine is known for its wine night warriors. It makes me wonder if it's truly necessary for us to join forces at a time like this. I would have no qualms if Lord Silvio were a man of upstanding character, but the rumors I hear only speak to the contrary. Okay.
Lord Serenoa.
My soldiers are exhausted after our last battle with Asfrost. I know we need all the help that we can get, but even so, I cannot find it in me to trust how still you are. Let's go to the town. That were good opinion. Yes, you'll bring oil to the fire. If you're going to join Hostelior. But if not, they will join the Esfrost. So I guess it's about numbers. The Lord of Hostelior came all this way to ask for an alliance. But just between you and me, they wouldn't be of much help in a battle. Hostelior is indeed not known for their prowess on the battlefield, but I do not know if we have the luxury of choosing our allies now. Okay, so they're weak. Okay, no item. Rear guard's cloak. They're always here. Okay, any new items here? Lord Serenoa, thank you for protecting our house. Of course. I should recovery pellets. Yeah. I think I need to replenish my HP recovery pellets. What's this? Leather. We will rebuild Wolfort with our own hands. We drove back to Asfrosty, so leave the rest to us. Quality fiber. I'm so happy everyone's house is okay. My dog was at home right where I left it, safe and sound. You have no idea how relieved I am that our homes were spared from the blaze. My daughter's favorite toy was right where she left it at home, and my husband will be able to rest easy when he comes home at night. Okay, so if I was able to burn those houses, I think they are going to be angry at me. Enchanting spice. I think I can use those items next time. It's free. Our homes were spared thanks to you, Lord Serenoa. The townspeople send their heartfelt gratitude. But it was a hard-won battle. Both the soldiers and the townspeople have seen better days. My people are suffering after the battle on our own soil. I doubt we would be able to face another attack from Asfrost alone. Wolfort's weakness. Ooh, so if we join Telior, maybe our home will be ransacked by Asfrost? To say I'm disappointed in Lord Silvio would be an understatement. He safeguarded himself in Telior as Gustodolf invaded the Crown City. Some say it was his duty as Lord to stay and protect his people and Demine, but what of his duty to the Crown? I suppose we shouldn't be looking to Lord Silvio for any semblance of loyalty. Yes, but we need alliance. Silvio is the Lord of House Tellior, but I don't care much for that man, to tell the truth. He has some nerve coming around here in such fancy robes while we break our backs repairing the town. They don't like Silvio. And it's changing my mind. But it's a tree houses. I'm not sure. Oh dear, how could this happen at a time like this? Something the matter? Whatever it is, I would be happy to help. But you see, my daughter and her husband got into a fight and decided to go their separate ways. But I fear for what will happen to their poor son. I don't know what I should do. I fear there's aught you can do. The issue is between the two of them and must be resolved as such. Children are the ones who suffer most when parents fight. I think your efforts are best spent helping them reconcile. There's not to be gained by forcing themselves to stay together. Separating and starting new lives is for the best. Ooh, this is hard. Yes, you can help them reconcile, but it's only between them. So I'll be this option. I suppose you're right. I might just make things worse if I stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Yes. In the end, it might be for the best that they give each other some space. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. I feel so much better now that we've spoken. I apologize for burdening you with my family's troubles, especially at a time like this. You needn't apologize, but no family is perfect. Yeah, if there's problem within the family, it should be solved by the family or between them, between the husband and wife. Lord Senoro, you drove back these frosty forces with such splendor. I expected no less of House Wolford. Have you heard of how the other houses are faring? To tell the truth, my family lives in the Tellior domain. They say that Lord Sylvia is not a man of military arts, and fear what should happen when we're Esfrost in Vane. House Tellior is wealthy and well-connected. I thought they'd be so easily crushed by the duchy. For better or worse, Lord Sylvia is unchanging. I should stand to learn something from his ever-composed example. First comes to worst, your family is always welcome in Wolford, but Lord Sylvia leads one of the three houses and would do whatever it took to protect his domain. I like this one. Thank you. You are most gracious, Lord Serenoa. Hearing you say that puts my mind at ease. I only wished House Tellior was so reliable. I shall let my family know that what you have told me and invite them here to Wolford. Okay. I talk to people and I'm going to ask them to make for Tellior. Okay, I'll go for Frederica first. Do you truly think allying ourselves with... Okay, I thought... Should ally with Lord Sylvia and head to Tellior. What do you think of Lord Sylvia's proposal, Cerno? Our forces need all help they can get, and I believe House Tellior could provide us much needed relief on the battlefield. It would be a boon to soldier and civilians alike if House Tellior would grant us food and provisions. An alliance between the high houses would lift the people's spirits. Something sorely needed in times like this. Yes.
Surely.
I have heard tell of the high house's loyalty to the crown. An alliance may very well give the people of Glenbrook something to hope for in these dark times. Perhaps the rumors were unfounded. Is there something about House Tellior that concerns you, Frederica? There is, indeed. I cannot help but wonder what Lord Sylvia's true intentions are, and if Esfrost has some part to play in all this. Esfrost will likely strike at us again before we know it. They are not the type to wallow in defeat. If we refuse Lord Silvio's offer, there's a chance Ezros will bring him to heal instead. There's a chance that Tachi has already recruited House Tellier to their cause. This is what I have in mind, so I'll change this. Truly, it would not be unthinkable for Ezros to use their might to force them into submission or win them over with the promise of due reward.
I see.
Indeed. In that case, it would certainly serve us better to ally ourselves with House Tellier first. Frederica's been moved by your words. Okay, you're one down.
What do you need?
I hear that should ally with Lord Silvio and head to Tellior. The more allies we can avail themselves to, the better. That being said, an untrustworthy ally avails no one. Would you not agree? The paths before us now are relatively few, but new allies will pop up new options. We must first and foremost address our supply shortage. House Tellior could help us there. Our forces are dwindling from all battles we've faced. House Wolffort need allies if we are to survive. Yes.
I don't think so.
Oh really? We contended against the Duchess forces all on our own. It stands to reason we would sustain considerable losses. Even so, House Tellier might be more of a hindrance than help on the field. From what I hear, the soldiers want for more than just experience in battle. Without putting our faith in Lord Silvio would be worth any of the additional forces that might avail to us. Oh, he doesn't like my option.
Lord Serenoa.
My soldiers are exhausted after our last battle with Asphost. I know we need all the help we can get, but even so, I cannot find it in me to trust House Tellior. Okay, so Gila doesn't want my opinion. Okay. Pray tell, Lord Serenoa, what do you think of Lord Silvio's offer? Greater our forces, the better. We may finally be able to catch our breaths. If we have more soldiers on our side. Okay, they don't have soldiers. I would be grateful for the support, considering those who would aid us now are few and far between. An alliance between the high houses would raise the soldiers' morale, all the more so knowing Tellier is prepared for battle.
Quite true.
I must admit, it lifts even my spirits to think about. No doubt House Fox would feel the same. I see now that it is the time for the high houses to stand together and drive back the duchy. Truth be told though, I have my reservations about Lord Silvio, who devised the entire plan.
Then,
if you don't mind my asking, what makes you so sure we should ally with them? The repeated battles are taking their toll on the domain. I would ask for House Tellier support to ease the suffering of my people. No? There's no telling when Asphost will strike us again. We must take every measure we can to see we are prepared. Asphost has played a bounty on Roland's head. The more allies we have, the safer he would be. Yeah. Or maybe no. No. As of one of Kingsguard, I share your concerns.
however,
But I cannot shake the feeling that there is more to House Tellier's offer than meets the eye. Were it House folks seeking an alliance, I would readily agree. Lord Landroy's loyalty to the crown known snowbound, after all. But Lord Silvio is a different matter entirely. If you're concerned for His Highness's safety, we ought to proceed with utmost caution.
I have chosen.
I am glad we had the chance to speak, Lord Serenoa. It has helped clear my thoughts on the matter. You had this in-depth thought. Okay, so two of them already declined my offer. So I need Benedict.
Lord Serenoa.
Everyone has their suspicions over Lord Silvio's offer. Okay. Should ally with Lord Silvio. An alliance with House Tellier is certainly worth considering. Pray tell me what swayed you, my lord. No matter the course, we will need greater numbers to see it through. Joining hands with the fellow house will expand the paths available to us. The crown city has fallen, making the movements of the high houses more important than ever. Joining forces is the first step in gaining new allies. We would welcome any help we could get in protecting Prince Roland. I think this one. So you hope to increase our numbers by allying with another high house, I see. But you speak true. Even if Lord Celia is a man of dubious character, there's still a chance we may recruit formidable allies to our cause. Nevertheless, it seems you two harbor suspicions over Lord Sylvia's character.
And?
Do you really think it would be to our advantage to ally ourselves with such a dubious man? Okay, I do not intend to put my blind trust in Lord Silvio as we are now, though it is an offer we cannot refuse. I would do all I could to better our situation, even if just a little. To that end, an alliance would be most welcome. I would ally with him only to ensure our survival. I am certain both his house might and their name would serve us well. Okay.
Quite true.
I admit, I had not expected to hear such bold words from you, my lord. But it is precisely as you say. War requires one to be resolute in their decisions and do whatever necessary to survive. As house steward, I am proud to see you possessed of such a strong will. Benedict has been moved by your words. Okay, 2 of them. So we're going to Telior. Yeah, Telior it is.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we accept House Telior's proposal or go our own way? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Okay, Benedict.
You make a convincing argument, my lord.
Nice. I cast my token in with yours, my lord.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Nice. I agree with you, Sir Noah.
You aren't wrong, but...
My mind is weighed up. You aren't wrong. Duet?
I have chosen.
Nice. I believe you have the right of it, Lord Zerno. Or maybe not.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
I hope everyone agrees with me. Okay, it's Gila.
The way forward is decided. We join forces with House Telior and defy the Duchy's wrath.
Gila is not with us. I guess it's my chosen answer.
Huzzah! The tidings of our alliance will no doubt bring relief to the aching hearts of our people. Now then, Prince Roland, you and all of House Wolford simply must come to Telior.
We shall. Thank you.
You needn't worry about a thing. Leave everything in my capable hands. I must make haste to Telior. I shall throw a grand banquet to commemorate the occasion.
Really? A banquet?
This is hardly the time for celebrations.
Is something on your mind, Benedict?
No, my lord.
I hope they don't attack my city. The weather Vane completed. Okay, ending my stream again here. Go back in a few minutes. Okay. Bye.